right at the flag stand into turn one. Kevin Anderson on the inside, Lucas Conley in the middle, Brett Heater on the high side. Heater with the momentum will take the lead off of turn number 2. He'll bring the 17C of Lucas Conley with him. The 417 of Kevin Anderson will settle into third. The 17 of Kevin McGinnis fourth. And Trevor Hunt working that low line, trying to find something down there as Heater will lead lap number 1. Dave Moline doing the little loop-de-loo in the 99. Will stay green on the speedway. Into turn 3, your leader, the 05 of Brett Heater working the high side. Justin Seifert, the 37, will lose a spot. He gets into the wall. The 04, Chad Walker goes around him. Yeah, you got body panels up there. Peter out front, the 05. Battle for second on the speedway, the 17, Lucas Conley. And the 417 of Kevin Anderson.
They're not driving up there, Terry. They're not driving up there.
Coming around for lap number 4. Heater showing the way in the 05. Battle on the speedways for second. The 417 of Kevin Anderson, the 17 of Lucas Conley. Conley sits in that second spot. We on lap 4? Yeah. Heater brings, look out, Kevin Anderson. Upside down will go red on the speedway. For the second time in 2 years, Kevin Anderson getting upside the 417. And we are red on the speedway as Lakeside Speedway safety personnel rush over to the 417. We're going to check him out. We'll make sure everything's okay. We will pass it along once we hear something. Green on the speedway, here we go. Down the front straightaway, into turn 1, Heater on the high side. Trevor Hunt looking for something down low. Kevin McGinnis in the middle. McGinnis with a little ground on Heater. Not able to make the pass, but he'll move into second. Trevor Hunt losing on that one. He'll move back to fourth, but here he comes working that low line one more time. And he'll lose one more spot, put the 33 back to fifth. The 05 of Heater putting another lap down. Heater down the back straightaway. The 17 of Kevin McGinnis sits second. The 17C of Lucas Conley runs third. Everybody goes nose to tail up on the high side. Herrick clips the wall. Sparks off the 5K. Heater's nose has gone off his car. Maybe it's just the right side. Okay. Heater brings him around. Lap number 7, halfway. You see the cross sticks with Terry Wandlin. 7 down, halfway. Heater, your point leader here in the USRA stock cars. The 05 out front. Lucas Conley has moved the 17C up into the second position. Battle on the speedway for third. 17 of Kevin McGinnis and the 04 Chad Walker. As Heater puts another lap in the books, Scotty Moore clips the wall in turn 3. Nine laps down this time by 6 to go. Heater in command, the 05 out front. Lucas Conley in the 17 trying to reel him in. Herrick gets around the 37 of Seifert to gain a spot. 10 laps down, 5 to go. Heater starting to build a lead now. The 17C of Lucas Conley second, a little further back. The 17 of McGinnis for third. Then it's Chad Walker in the 04 sitting in that fourth spot. 11 down, 4 left.
Yellow, guys, yellow.
Caution on the speedway. Scotty Moore in the 12 goes around. He'll bring out the caution. Green on the speedway. And a 1. Brett Heater out front. Lucas Conley gives chase in the 17. Then it's the 33 of Trevor Hunt. They come down into turn number 3. They'll come off at turn number 4. They get the 2 to go sign this time by. Down the back straightaway into turn 3. Your leader will come off at turn 4 to the white flag. Heater starting to put distance between him and the 17 of Lucas Conley. Justin Seifert got the wall again. Scotty Moore trying to get around the 37. Down the back straightaway, Heater takes him into turn number 3. Scotty Moore looked to the low side, trying to get around the 37 of Seifert. Boy, checkered way for the 05 of Brett Heater. Lucas Conley, the 17, comes home in the second spot. So your top 5 in tonight's USRA Stock Car A main, the 05 of Heater picks up the win. 17 of Lucas Conley comes home in the second spot, the 33. Trevor Hunt will be third, the 17 of Kevin McGinnis fourth, and Steve Herrick brings the 5 home in that fifth spot. Adds to his point lead in the USRA Stock Cars here at Lakeside Speedway. Big time bail bonds, 05, Bobby Heater tuned.
Looks like you need cheeseburgers.
He's a little dude.
I said they just need
There they are, a happy group standing down there in the victory lane. Race fans give him one more round of applause. Big applause for Brett Heater in the 05. Side by side, safety lights are out. We look for the green off at turn number 4. Green waves, here we go. And a 1. Marshall Jewett out front in the 7. Jason Ryan right behind him. And J.R. Billings battling with him as they go down the back straightaway. This class will be non-existent. Jewett leads lap number 1 of the 7. Right there with him, your point leader, Jason Ryan, the 27C. Ryan looks to make a pass for the lead off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Jewett holds him off as they go into turn 3. J.R. Billings sits in that third spot, the 185. Yeah, his heat race was like a victory for him. He finished. Down the back straightaway. Marshall Jewett in the 7. Jason Ryan, the 27C. Coming down for lap number 3. Marshall Jewett, the 7, retains the lead as they go down into turn number 1. The 27 of Jason Ryan. Right behind him. Here he comes to the inside. He'll look for the lead off of 2. Jewett battles back on the high side. And now Ryan looks for something down low, trying to get around the 7 as they come around lap number 4. Halfway here in tonight's Factory Stock A main. Down the back straightaway, Jewett leads him into turn number 3. The 27 Ryan right behind him. Good run for the 185, J.R. Billings. He sits third. what? Yeah. And here comes Ryan one more time. Off of 2, looking for the lead, but Jewett will hold him off in the 7. No? Oh, you did? Okay. I heard him. Don't get antsy over there. Marshall Jewett leads him off at turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Ryan in the second spot. 185. J.R. Billings holding down third. As your leaders come off at turn number 4, white flag waves. Ryan looked to the inside. Not able to make the pass. They go down into turn number 1. Here comes Ryan. Ryan with a little momentum this time as they go down into turn number 2. Marshall Jewett drives around him on the high side. Jason Ryan, a little love tap going into turn 3, trying to loosen him up. Here they come off of turn 4. Marshall Jewett, the 7, picks up the win. Jason Ryan comes home in that second spot. And Leroy Morrison Jr., the birthday boy, comes home in that 4th spot. So Jewett picking up the win, the 27, Ryan second. Good run for J.R. Billings. He put a feature together tonight. He'll be happy when he goes home. He comes home 3rd. And Leroy Morrison in the 50, he'll be in that 4th spot. Our race fans, Marshall Jewett picking up the feature win tonight. Terry Wadlin down there with Marshall Jewett. We'll get the victory lane photos.
BMOS or ULMA?
BMOS, I thought.
Well, you said ULMA.
They're all lined up down there together. Race fans, big round of applause for the 7 of Marshall Jewett. Your factory stock winner tonight here in our green flag off at turn number 4. Green flag waves. J.C. Morton, the 18, gets the jump down to turn 1. Morton working the high side. The 17. Shad Turner settles into second. Tim Powell moves up into third in the 57. Trevor Hunt goes down looking for something down low. We come around for lap number 1, give it to the 18. J.C. Morton out front. Then it's the 17T of Shad Turner. 57. Tim Powell in the 9 of Don Mars. Mars has the 9 into that 4th spot. Heath Murray takes the 5th spot away from Trevor Hunt. So the 7 of Heath Murray battling with Trevor Hunt for that 5th position. As Morton comes around, he'll put another lap in the books. So J.C. Morton out front, the Springfield, Missouri driver, looking for his 2nd win here at Lakeside Speedway this year. Picked up a win earlier in the season. Morton out front, the 18. Your leader comes off at turn number 4. The 17T, Shad Turner right there with him, as well as the 57 of Tim Powell. You got debris in turn 4. I think it's a drive shaft. Drive shaft turn 4.
Terry, not here. Terry, we got 3 on the track. Yellow guys, yellow, we got the 3 on the track. I saw it.
I think it's a drive shaft over to turn number 3, right out of the 0 car. See where it is right by that first light?
Oh, yeah. Now the 0 car.
Green off at turn number 4. J.C. Morton brings him down the front straightaway. Shad Turner takes the 17 to the inside, looking for something down low. Tim Powell looks to move around the 17 and will do so. Put the 57 up in his second, move the 17 back to third. Heath Murray has put the 7 in the 4th spot as we come around for lap number 5. Field starting to spread out now. An angry mob down the back straightaway. Your top four coming down the front straightaway. The 18, J.C. Morton. The 17 tee is Shad Turner. Look out here down the front straightaway. We got them three wide all over the place. Everybody is searching high and low, looking for something to get around. But J.C. Morton showing the way. We come down here, closing on the halfway point. Halfway this time by. J.C. Morton, your leader, Tim Powell. Powell staying with you, leaders. They go down the back straightaway. Powell, the 57, the Main Street Auto Body 57. Shad Turner, the 17, all alone in third. Heath Murray, good run for the 7 right now. He sits in fourth. Those are our two winners. Here.
Blue tickets, first choice.
Okay. You want these back, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, they've already wrote it down. Blue is first. Okay, that's how I'm gonna put them here. Morton down the front straightaway. Tim Powell right there with him in the 57. Powell looking for a way to close the gap on the 18. Lap traffic in front of your leaders. 6 laps to go. There'll be 5 to go this time by, and you've got lap traffic. Your leaders will encounter that before the race is done. Steve Austin, first one up in the 1. You get 2 laps. Yeah, okay. And indeed, here comes Morton. He'll close in on the 1 of Steve Austin. They go into turn number 3. Austin goes to the inside. Your leaders will pass him. Dave Moline up next, the 27. Into turn number 1 they go. J.C. Morton trying to get around the 27 of Moline. And he'll look to the high side. Look out, Moline a little crossed up. Morton will clear him. Now we'll see the 57 of Tim Powell look to get around Moline for that spot to keep chase with the 18 of J.C. Morton. You've got 3 to go this time by. 12 down, 3 remaining, and Morton looking for his second feature win here at Lakeside Speedway this year. Shad Turner hung up behind the lap traffic. He'll lose distance to your leaders. Look out down the front straightaway. Chase Austin and the 7 of Doug Keller. I didn't see what happened there. 17T, the 54th Street Grill and Bar. Shad Turner sits inside row 1. Went green on the speedway. Down to 1 they go. Morton back to the high line, right where he's been all night long. Trevor Hunt takes a shot at your second and third place cars. 5 of Terry Bivens off the pace down in turn number 2 as Morton brings him around. This will be lap 13, 2 to go this time by. Oh, look out. Steve Austin going around in the 1. Will stay green on the speedway as Morton leads the field down the back straightaway. Nope.
Still there.
White flag waves one more time for the Springfield, Missouri driver, J.C. Morton. Trevor Hunt trying to find the low line. He'll pull alongside Tim Powell, unable to make the pass. Brad Smith starting to work his way through the field now. And Smith clips the wall as the checkers wave for J.C. Morton. So J.C. Morton, the Springfield, Missouri driver, picks up the win. 17T of Shad Turner will come home second. The 57 of Tim Powell will be third. The 99 of Brad Smith fourth. And the 44 of Trevor Hunt, your top 5. There he is, out of the car, picking up the win from Springfield, Missouri, J.C. Morton. The Yeoman Racing Engines. Morton from Springfield, Missouri, coming up here, picking up his second feature win here at Lakeside Speedway this year. And he'll stand there in victory lane with Terry Watland. And there he goes, race fans. One more time, big round of applause for J.C. Morton, Your USRA B modified winner tonight. Terry Wadlin looks him over. We look for the green. Off at turn number 4. Green waves. Side by side down into turn 1. Clancy dives to the inside. Morant run to the high line. Down the back straightaway, Morant takes the lead as they go down into turn number 3. Move the 121 of Clancy into second, the 45. Bob King sits third, the 16 of Bobby Penny. Lap 1 goes to the 1 of Aaron Morant. Here comes Bob King now. King makes a pass for that second spot going into turn number 1. And he'll bring the 16 of Bobby Penny with him. Penny unable to make the pass. Clancy pulled up on the rear bumper of King. He'll settle into third. Morant brings him down the front straightaway. The 1X out front. Bob King moves up into that second spot. Then it's the 16 of Bobby Penny. The 121 of Chad Clancy and Gary Billings. Billings running with the 604 crate motor. Billings is going to head on up the road to Thunder Hill Speedway tomorrow night and run with them in their 604 late model class. Right now running that 5th spot here as Aaron Morant starting to check out on him early on. 4 laps down. Bobby Penny gets up into that second spot. He gets around Bob King. Morant brings him down the front straightaway. Bobby Penny has the 16 up into that second spot. He's trying to reel in your leader. Aaron Morant in his own zip code right now. He'll come up on lap traffic. Jimmy Job, the first one. Morant dives to the inside. He'll look to get around the 54, and he does. Bobby Penny heads into turn 1. He's running second. Coming up on the halfway point as Morant comes off at turn number 4. Tim Billings slides the 10B down to the infield. Do what? Oh, yeah, I know. I know it. Sure. 8 laps down, Aaron Morant marching through the field. He puts Johnny Baker a lap down as they go down into turn number 1. 9 laps down now. Bobby Penny, good run for the 16 as he sits in that second position. As your leaders working their way through lap traffic. And the 53 of John Baker off the pace. He'll pull down to the infield. As Morant throws another one on the pile, lap 10 down. Bobby Penny sits second. Bob King runs third. Chad Clancy, first time out with that ULMA late model, sits in that 4 spot. Aaron Morant starting to work his way through the rest of the field. He'll put the 194 of Scotty Phillips a lap down as we get 3 to go this time by. Two to go this time by. 13 laps down, and Morant putting on a clinic right now. That's the only way to go. Oh, look out. Jimmy Job up in front of your leader. Morant gets out of the gas. He'll put Job a lap down. Yeah, he's closing in on third and fourth real fast. White flag waves for Aaron Morant. Morant will head down the back straightaway for the final time. Into turn number 3. Off at turn number 4, Terry Wantland looks for the 1X, and here comes the checkered flag. Aaron Morant picks up tonight's ULMA late model A main. Bobby Penny will come home second in that 16. Bob King will be third in the 45. Fourth will be the 121, Chad Clancy. And Scotty Phillips, the 194, your top 5. So Aaron Morant picking up the win with the ULMA late models. Bobby Penny second. The 45 of Bob King will be third. The 121 of Clancy fourth. And the 194, Scotty Phillips, your top 5. Shop. First number. Okay. And there it is. This is your winning number as Aaron Morant down there picking up the ULMA hardware, courtesy of Victory Trophies. Big round of applause, race fans, for Aaron Morant picking up tonight's ULMA late model win. Now he'll head back, getting his modified on the scoreboard. That is our win. Off at turn 4. Terry Wantland will look him over. We'll look for the green flag. And we'll drop the hammer on this one. Here we go. Morant on the high side in the 70. Carrick in the 1K in the middle of the speedway. Race to the top. Whoever gets to the top first wins. Lap number 1. 70 of Aaron Morant picking up where he just left off. Down the back straightaway, it's Morant, the 70. 1 of Carrick. 34 of Schaffman, the 13 of Eric Hanna. Good battle for that 5th spot. Nick Benninger in the 3B. The 87 of Darren Fuqua. Benninger with the momentum will move into that 5th spot as they go down the back straightaway. Oh, look out, Jerry Liston coming out in front of your leaders after going through a little do-say-do in the infield. Ain't nothing down low tonight. It's all up high. Morant puts another lap in the books as the 70. Picking up his clinic where he left off in the late models. Morant looking strong here tonight. The 1K of Carrick, good run for him as he sits in that second position. The McCarthy Auto Group 1K. Schaffman, 2 feature wins in a row earlier on. Currently sits in that 3rd spot, the 34. Battle for 4 shaping up again. The 3B of Benninger as they close in on lap traffic. And the 13 of Eric Hanna. Hanna having a strong run here early as well. Six laps down, the 70 of Aaron Morant built a sizable lead early on. He's closing in on the 5 of Kevin McGinnis. Fuqua takes a look to the inside of Benninger, looking for that 5th position. Not able to make the pass as they go off at turn number 4. And here comes Jared Steens now. Steens quietly working his way up to getting that top 5. Benninger took a look to the inside of the 13 of Hanna, not able to make the pass. He'll fall in behind the 13 as they go into turn number 3. And now Fuqua uses the middle lane, seeing if there's something in the middle groove, trying to get around the 3 of Benninger. And the 13 of Hanna right there in front of him as well. Morant gets around the 5 of McGinnis. Benninger took a look one more time to try to get around the 13 of Hanna. Hanna sitting in that 4th position. Benninger trying to get around the 13. Into turn 4, they go, and Binninger does get around the 13 this time. So move the 3 of Binninger up into that 4 spot. Look out on the front straightaway. Jared Steens threw a slider, and Fuqua is hooked. What is he doing? Tell him to stop. You're the receiver. Tell him to stop. Tell them to turn their flashers off. 59. Jared Steens to the 87 of Fuqua hooked in the infield. Morant the 70 out front. Little mayhem behind him right there. Steens in the 59, Fuqua the 87 get hooked. They go down to the infield. 12 laps in the books. We've got 8 to go this time by. 13 laps down, 7 to go. Mark Schaffman starting to close in on the 1K of Tim Carrick here on lap 13. Nick Binninger, the 3, sits in that 4 spot. Good run for the 13 of Eric Hanna. Top 5 all night long. Morant closes in on the 99 of Dylan Hoover. Hoover right in front of your leader. As we put lap 15 in the books, we've got 5 to go. Your leader coming off of turn number 4. It'll be 16 laps down this time by with 4 to go. Dylan Hoover right in front of your leaders as Morant tries to put him a lap down. Goes inside of him in turn number 3, trying to make the pass. He'll go low, slide high, and makes the pass on the 99 of Hoover as we come down. 3 to go this time by the 17 of Aaron Morant out front. Morant comes down the front straightaway. 2 to go this time by. You'll see the white flag displayed for the 70 when he comes back around. White flag waves for Aaron Morant. One more time in the 70. He'll dive into turn 1, slide high up in turn 2. He'll put Eric Hanna a lap down as we go down the back straightaway. Morant continuing his clinic that he started in the ULMA late model feature. And he'll come off of turn number 4, and he'll pick up the second feature in his mini races right here at Lakeside Speedway. He just won the ULMA show. Now he wins the USRA modified portion. So Aaron Morant picks up the USRA modified portion of the show, as well as the ULMA late models. Tim Carrick, the 1K, comes home in the second spot. 34, Mark Schaffman, third. The 3B of Nick Binninger comes home fourth. And Kerry Davis, your point leader, comes home in that fifth position. And there he is out of the car, race fans. Big round of applause for Aaron Morant. So race fans, as you make your way to the gate or to the pit area, everybody have a safe and fun Happy Father's Day this weekend. On behalf of the Lakeside Speedway staff, Don and Donna Mars and General Manager Pete Howie, don't forget, come out tomorrow night. You got the monster trucks right here in action. See a couple of them sit down there in the infield. We'll have a lot more tomorrow night. They're going to have a big track built in the infield. Come back and enjoy that tomorrow night and Sunday. You've got 2 days of monster truck action here at Lakeside. So race fans, we'll see you tomorrow night right here at Lakeside Speedway. Until then, have a safe trip home.
Well, race fans, if you want to get a little bit different kind of excitement, you want to be at Lakeside this weekend for Saturday and Sunday. We've got Trent Montgomery here, and he's with Monster Trucks, and I understand you guys are out of Tonganoxie, Lansing.
Yep, 2 Extreme Racing. Jimmy Cretin owns the trucks. They've lived there forever. Jimmy got into it about 20 years ago. Before that, he's real big into mud trucks and that, and just putting whatever he could get together, he would put the truck together and run it through the mud. And through the years, it kind of progressed, and now we're sitting right in front of a $250,000 truck, and we basically go out every weekend and try to destroy it.
How much suspension will travel on this? It looks like I can see about 18 inches maybe.
That's nothing. No, there's about 30 inches in the rear and 26 in the front. I mean, you can launch this thing 50 feet in the air, and it's not really the softest landing, but it'll at least bring you down without breaking your back.
I was on the back side of the wall earlier, and they got a bunch of cars back there. They got a bunch of dirt, so I know you guys are going to be out here, after the show tonight or tomorrow, constructing a track to run these on. How many trucks can the people expect that are going to be here for this weekend deal?
There's 6 monster trucks that are going to be here. You got some really top competitors. We all run in Monster Jam. The thing is, there'll be a racing competition. We'll have a wheelie competition, and also my favorite, freestyle. Freestyle is kind of like my anger management, where everything that's ticked me off through the week, that's where I go out and I take all the abuse out on the truck. For racing, we're going to have a J-hook set up. Basically, exactly like a J. You're running down a long straightaway, cut your turn, race all the way back, and he'll have a huge jump for the finish line, and we'll probably jump these trucks maybe 60, 80 feet, and then fastest truck to the end. And wheelie competition, they usually either have like a K-rail set up or some cars. Basically, the whole point of that, you can either slap wheelie it, which is one of my favorites. You basically hit the car, you come up, and you get the brakes and the level of the truck just right. When you land, you get on the throttle real hard, bring the front end up, and you ride the wheelie all the way across the infield. Or you can do more of a sky wheelie, where you'll hit the cars, you'll get on the throttle right at the impact, and you'll stand the truck straight up and down on her tailgate, and hopefully she don't go over backwards.
I hear you on that one. I wouldn't want to do that either. We've got a truck running around behind us. I wish we could show you that, but maybe we can get it on the end of the video. But what was I going to say? I wanted to know what was the prices going to be for this show this weekend here at Lakeside Speedway.
The prices, if I remember right, they're $20 for adults at O'Reilly's if you buy them in advance, or $25 at the gate. I can't quite remember the kids' prices. I want to say they're right around $10. It's a fantastic show. They usually last about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Right now is about the running time that we'd be in, so it ain't too bad out here. But they're loud, they're fun. We'll stir up some dirt and we'll have some fun.
Man, just one time I think I'd just like to get and ride one is what I'd like to do, just to see what it's like. Of course, I say that about race cars all the time, but it's got to be quite a thrill. How did you actually get started actually driving one?
Well, my story of how I got on, I've always heard Jimmy Cretin. I never realized they lived right there in Tonganoxie, Kansas. I'm from Lansing, Kansas. We went out to World Finals for the Monster Jam out in Vegas, and went there, had some fun. We were in the pit party. I was getting my back signed by Jimmy, and I just kind of looked over my shoulder. I'm like, dude, why don't you just hook me up with a job? He goes, all right, what can you do? So I told him about some of the trucks that I built and just me racing, whatever I could afford out of my pocket. And he took some interest. I told him about my fabrication skills. He asked me where I lived. And when I told him that I lived in Lansing, Kansas, he just looked at me dumbfounded like, dude,
really?
Where the hell you been? So he gave me a job offer there. When he got back to the town, I went and met him, and we talked some more. So I started on as his fabricator. And when I say fabricator, we do everything on these chassis. The housings, all the brackets. You're expected to do everything. And so I started on doing that. We went into Monster Jam, and his crew chief had quit. And luckily I had enough time in, and I knew enough about the truck, so I started on as crew chief from January. And that was in 2012 or 2013. And I worked for that first Monster Jam. It ended in March, and when another driver quit, so that opened up a seat, and I was next in line.
Wow.
So I've been driving since then.
Yeah. I have to ask you, have you ever rolled one over, I guess, presume most of the times backwards. I don't know if I've seen them go sideways, but I'm sure they will, as tall as they are.
They'll go any which direction you want it to go. The when I first started driving, I wasn't too bad. When we went into the first Monster Jam, I had 13 rollovers in 3 months, and the past couple Monster Jams have gotten a lot better. Last year I got 5. This year I only had 2 rollovers. Yeah. So you learn the boundaries of the truck, and it kind of sounds stupid, but it's kind of like your kid. I mean, you know it like the back of your hand. The best mechanics make the best drivers because you know exactly how the truck works. You know exactly how far you can push it. Sometimes you get a little cocky and you push it too far and break a wheel off or roll it over. It's racing. It's the mentality that comes behind it, but it's a ton of fun.
I can't imagine what it must be like. But anyway, folks, like I say, you want to see a little different kind of racing, a lot of excitement. These shows, you guys do the show out at Valley. So if you've ever been to one at Valley, this is the same bunch that puts the show on out there.
Going to be the backflips too.
Trent backflips, okay. But Trent Montgomery's going to be here, and 5 other guys, what I understand, 5 other trucks. So, folks, come on out to Lakeside Speedway. Might be something different. Like he says, right now it's, I think, about 8 o'clock. It's starting to cool off really nice. Luckily, we've had a great breeze here tonight. Hopefully you will tomorrow night, too, because I think it's still supposed to be 90. But come on out and see the Monster Truck Show at Lakeside Speedway Saturday and Sunday, and I think that's the 18th and 19th. Yep. I hope I got that right. $25. You can get discount coupons at O'Reilly. So you might want to stop by there and see if you can pick that up. Trenton, thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate it. Like to be here, but I'll probably be at another track. Thank you, buddy.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
And we're doing worse than you are. Let's do as much as we can. Well, the video guy didn't get you in the frame.